All right, guys, welcome on in to the latest edition of Even Cleveland No Sports. A lot to get to tonight. Later on, we'll talk a little bit about the Cavs, and then we'll also have probably have a live reaction to their game tonight against the Knicks because it's going on right now. Talk a little bit about the Guardians' new signing, and then obviously spring training pretty much in full force for everyone. But let's start with the special announcement that we had for the show. Glad to announce that for the third year in a row, the three of us will be down at Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse for the MAC basketball tournament. Very excited to do that, of course. I mean, the last 2 years when we've done it has been an absolute blast, and I know I'm very excited for it. I'm sure you both are just as excited for it as well.
Absolutely.
Just so much fun. I mean, everything we've gotten to do with the MAC, through the MAC has been a blast.
Yeah.
Can't thank them. Boy. Off to a strong start here from our
brown cow.
I can't thank the MAC enough, though, for all the opportunities we've been able to experience. And, I mean, it all started with the MAC basketball championship tournament. And just it's a grind some of those days, but just so much fun.
The MAC always puts on a show. The hospitality they show everybody, even little guys like us. Well, you know what I mean. But the
Boy, way to force that joke in there.
Yeah.
Man.
So, but no, like, and the thing that I'm really excited about is, we could have a very, very special storyline going on, man.
Yeah, obviously, Miami of Ohio,
they played tonight too.
27-0. They played tonight. When I checked the score before we went live, they were up 13 or 14 or something like that. But then I think Eastern Michigan making a run. That's who they're playing tonight, of course. Obviously, if they win tonight, they're 28-0. And Dana, like you said, I mean, that could be a special storyline hanging in the tournament because, of course,
they're up 9 right now.
Up 9, okay. So they
7 to go, yeah.
Okay, so Eastern Michigan closed within, I think, 6 right before we went live. But either way, Miami of Ohio could be undefeated going into that tournament, and the speculation will be, if they don't win the tournament, will they still get in as an at-large, which some people, like a week or two ago, were saying that it's not a for sure thing, even if they have one loss on their record, if they lose in the final of their conference tournament.
But they're shoving 14-12 Auburn down our throats, who have an 8-11 record in the SEC. I saw they were like last.
They're even ahead of. I've seen some bracketology people say they're still ahead of Ohio State. Like, what are we doing with?
I saw Ohio State first 4 out.
Yeah,
the one I saw today. Yeah.
So then, shoving Auburn down our throat, but then a team like Ohio State, who's been playing well as of late,
and battle tested. They've lost a lot of close games to good teams.
Yeah, and then your March Madness is made for a team like the Red Hawks right now. Like, this is why March Madness is the most beautiful, if not the most beautiful, but one of the most beautiful, most exciting events in the calendar year for sports. Because you can have just a bunch of guys that probably will never sniff a major league or a NBA contract. They might play on a 2-way deal for a little bit.
Peter Suter will.
He'll play on a 2-year deal for a little bit, but he'll
2-way deal. Yeah.
Future MVP of the NBA. You heard it here first.
But like you got a guy in Peter Suter that might make a G League team. Probably not. Probably sell his insurance in Ohio. With his jersey hanging up behind his insurance desk, or sell used cars, something like that. Yeah. But like those guys they could make it to the Elite Eight, and that's why March Madness is as great as it is, because you let teams like the Red Hawks in that just know how to play together, they know how to play tough, and they could beat anybody in any given matchup.
See, and I saw someone today had them as a 9 seed. Playing Iowa as Iowa the 8 seed, obviously. But
that's winnable.
Yeah,
for him,
no doubt.
Yeah,
for sure. But one of the things too, like kind of Martin, to your point, I mean, like, just off the top of my head, the VCU Cinderella run, 10 plus years ago. Yeah, George Washington, like 20 years ago. George Mason. You had Loyola Chicago.
Yeah.
FAU made the title game a couple years ago.
Yeah.
So I mean, like anything can happen.
Florida Gulf Coast,
Yeah.
making that run when I was
To the
Sweet
like,
16.
Sweet 16 or Elite Eight,
Yeah.
whatever it was.
Davidson, obviously, like they had Steph, but no one
But
knew that
Steph
at the
wasn't
time.
Steph wasn't Steph
Exactly.
at that point.
Yeah, but I mean, they got to the Elite Eight. Kent State made the Elite Eight.
Yeah.
Way
Back in the late
day.
'90s, early
Yeah.
2000s.
But that's why we do this is for the mid majors.
Loyola Chicago. Did I say them?
I think you
Josh,
did.
Sorry.
One of
Go
you two did,
Yeah.
But like that's why March Madness is so amazing for the mid majors making the runs. And it's
Neutral
just-
courts, anything can happen.
If you get hot, Oakland,
Yeah,
uh,
they beat Kentucky. No.
yeah, like UMBC, like
Yeah, or even just like all the first round upset,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
UMBC against Virginia. I remember I was
because that had never been done before. Like a one seed had never lost before, and I remember watching that. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is history. We're watching history.
Yeah.
Whatever year Georgetown was a 2 seed, and I had them winning the title. They lost to the 15. I can't remember who it was.
sounds about right. Yeah.
But yeah,
No, I remember. I can't remember the school, but yeah, I mean,
Hampton maybe. I don't know. Doesn't matter. Carry on.
no, it's just,
But I mean, but
no, it's going to be
it's
great.
such a special
Yeah,
tournament because of that. And if you leave out a team like Miami, you're just saying fuck you to what the point of the tournament is. You're just selling yourself out as a whore to money of advertising.
But remember, even last year, they got snubbed from the NIT. That was a big thing.
yeah,
Like they never
Yeah,
got
that's
invited,
right.
but there was a
Yeah.
team that was like I think 16 and 16 or something like that made it. Which
Yeah.
again, I mean, we were at the game last year. I mean, terrible play call at the end of the game by Miami of Ohio cost them that game.
well, no, it was also the player made a
bad.
decision.
Well, yeah, he drove and then they had Akron had the fast break to take the
Yeah.
lead. But yeah, but there was like 7 seconds left or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, yeah, man, I'm excited for March basketball.
Yeah, and I mean it's obviously going to be great. And then we always talk about how the first day starts at I think 11:30 or noon or something like
I
that.
think it's
and
noon. I think the women play early.
not on Thursday.
Maybe they start Wednesday. Doesn't matter. But yeah, I thought they were. Yeah, but yeah, Thursday is.
Yeah, Thursday is all 4 games for the quarterfinal of the tournament. Starts roughly at noon, I think it is,
And
and
then
it
ends
goes till about midnight. So it's fucking
Just about, yeah.
Yeah. That's going to be great. I know. I think 6 of the 8 teams that are already confirmed. I think
Yeah.
it is just about. Miami of Ohio will be there. Akron, Kent State, OU, and I think someone
I think
else.
UMass is in, no?
I think they are as well.
If not, they're like right there.
Yeah.
They're the 7 or 8.
But either way, no, we were very excited to be able to cover that event again. And yeah, and then we'll keep you up to date on what we have going on as far as coverage from the tournament or whatnot. And I forgot what day it starts. I know it starts in a couple 2 weeks from
12th,
something like that. Yeah.
13th, something like that.
But either way, but stay tuned for all that, of course. But let's move on. Let's. I wanted to talk real quick about Winter Olympics, just to kind of finish up with that. I mean, obviously, I was more into the hockey going into both gold medal games for the men and women. The women's game was obviously that was very exciting. I mean, Canada played extremely well up until like 4 minutes to go in the game. Because if you guys remember in the group play, USA beat Canada 5-0. And then Canada came back. They held on to a 1-0 lead up until I think 3.5 minutes to go. And then the woman who's from Cleveland Heights, Layla Edwards,
Mhm.
I think she had the primary assist on the goal.
Yep.
Just kind of got it in front of net.
And they pulled goalie to do it.
They had 6 skaters on there. And then captain, who I forgot, Hillary Knight, she was the one who deflected it in, obviously tied the game. And then they won 2-1 in overtime with a really, really exciting goal. I can't remember who.
That
Yes.
cross was nasty.
Yeah, and then she kind of, like the crossover on the
Yeah.
defender, like kind of just got her stick in front, just kind of not through the 5-hole necessarily, just kind of flicked or kind of just deflected it away from her, and then just got enough on it to get it past the goalie to win gold medal for the women. And then the men's game was, I thought it was incredible. I watched highlights of the first 2 periods. Granted, I will admit that I woke up at the start of the third period. Of course, it was a little early for where I work. I work late, and then it was a little early, but I digress. But the game itself was obviously amazing. USA took the lead 1-0. Canada tied it up, I believe, in the second period, and then it was all Canada in the third period, just about. And
They
then
missed that wide open net.
Yeah,
McKinnon.
no, it was Taves who you're talking about when Connor Hellebuck made the save.
No, the picture that you see where like half the left side of the net's wide open and he hits the post. I know the one you're talking about.
Well, that was like the biggest save. That was the best save I've ever seen.
Yeah,
Almost.
I saw. There's a T-shirt already that said it's that picture.
Yeah.
It says Secretary of Defense.
Yeah. No, I mean, so obviously Connor Hellebuck, who's the goaltender for the Winnipeg Jets, he played unreal in that game. I think it was 42 shots, 41 saves, and then of course getting into overtime, and then just that goal from it was
Hughes.
Hughes pushed it forward, and then Werenski got it like on the right side, and then just crossed it over to Hughes, who was wide open because they were on basically like a 3-on-1 break after all that, because Canada was about to have like a 2-on-0, if you remember watching that play. And then like Hughes just deflected the puck, he got up ice, Werenski's there, Hughes trailed on the play, and then just was wide open, and then it was amazing. And then, of course, it was to the day 46 years ago from Miracle on Ice. And all
Did
that,
you?
so.
The one thing I saw too. This was interesting. I guess his uncle was cut from the Miracle on Ice team, and they actually showed it. He was
his uncle.
Yeah, he was the last guy cut.
Yeah.
On that team, which I thought was pretty interesting.
Yeah, and then there's somebody else on the team who is a third generation gold medal from the U.S. team, and I can't remember who it was, but like his uncle was on the 1980 Miracle on Ice team, and then their grandfather was on the one that won in 56 or 62, something like that.
Like 62, I want to say.
Yeah, but no, I mean either way, I mean it was amazing. I mean, I wasn't asking you like
just throw a number out there.
I think it was 62.
You know he's an asshole all the time.
I don't know.
Well, yeah,
You know what I was really into?
Yeah, what's that?
Skeleton.
You would be.
But female especially.
That doesn't. Yeah, that's on point.
No, but also, I mean, like, watching those every once in a while, like, hockey is cool. And, like, I don't mind watching it, like, NHL when it's on. Not a huge fan. But, like, seeing some of those winter sports that you don't get to see all the time, like, snowboarding and skiing, you can kind of see stuff, like, X Games and stuff.
every year, yeah.
But, like, honestly, like, the skeleton, the bobsled, the luge, curling. I mean, I watch curling all of the time.
Yeah.
When it's on. Watching some of those sports that you don't get to watch. I mean, that's the beauty of the Olympics, you know, like same thing with like the Summer Olympics. I get huge into handball, fencing, like swimming, because you don't get like track. You can even watch if you want to every year. Like you can watch. ESPN always has like the national championship. Like the Big Ten Network will have the Big Ten championship on and stuff.
So, sometimes NBC will have like the World Championships or something like that. Yeah.
You can always find track a couple times throughout a year, and I enjoy watching that. But watching the sports that you don't really get to see except every 4 years. I mean, it's always fun to see, and I just thinking about like what you have to dedicate like yourself to, like, and thinking about how'd you find out you were good at, you know, the skeleton? Like, what, you just were sledding one time? Like, man, I'm faster than everybody else.
This is real fun.
Yeah.
Let me put on a helmet and see what happens.
But like, just like kind of more obscure sports that, like, man, just the amount of time that those athletes had to dedicate to
Just got a really funny text about something you said.
Okay, like just those athletes dedicating that like their entire lives for that to maybe compete once every 4 years.
Well done, a certain viewer of our show. Oh man,
It's solid.
so yeah, Martin, as you were.
Take care, guys.
Oh man.
Just how much time all those athletes put in to like compete at this level once every 4 years on this stage. I mean, obviously they compete more than that, but
Yeah.
at this, like they only get the recognition like once every 4 years
Sure.
globally. You know.
Yeah, no, I want to touch on obviously the both men and women winning gold medal in hockey. I think it's the first time ever, of course, but it was also really cool because it was, like I said, 46 years to the day of Miracle on Ice. So that was really cool.
One of my favorite things I saw too, I sent it to you, where it was some comedian said that, you know, he doesn't understand why Canada's so upset with a silver medal because it's the first time they touched something silver since '93. That was pretty solid. It was pretty good.
That was really good. Even, you know, I forgot Canada didn't win gold 4 years ago. It was Finland.
Yeah. Don't forget too, the Blue Jays lost the World Series.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no,
Japan.
Canada didn't make.
I mean,
Canada didn't even make the gold medal game 4 years ago.
it's not. It's funny because it's not really wrong.
Yeah. I mean, they're just buying all of Japan's best players.
No problem, Haley. I got you. But yeah, let's move on.
Hey, that was fucked up.
No, it wasn't. It was kind of funny.
It was hilarious.
Like Tits McGee over there.
Hey, Tits McGee?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe you, maybe her. Who knows?
Oh. Fair enough. Anywho, let's move on. Obviously, since we last...
sorry.
What?
I just need Evan Mobley to go 3 now.
Yeah. So as we're recording this, Martin is watching the Cavs game, of course. So he's
locked in.
Yeah, he's locked in as always. But no, what I want to say is obviously since we last saw you guys, Cavs are 2-1 since the All-Star break. Obviously, two blowouts against, I think it was the Hornets and Nets.
Hornets wasn't a blowout. 7-8 points.
Like, I don't remember.
It was a blowout in the first half. Then they kind of were playing with their food.
I know.
Let them back in.
I know the Hornets covered last minute.
Yeah, they let them back in.
Yeah.
They put the foot back on the gas pedal, and then the Hornets kind of came back in a little bit. It was a backdoor. It was a more dominant win than the box score might reflect.
Yeah.
It's kind of what I was
To
saying.
your point, yeah.
Thanks, Martin. And then obviously blow against the Nets. And I want to know your guys' thoughts. Obviously, they lost to the Thunder. Thunder didn't have SGA, Caruso, and
J-Dub.
Jalen Williams. So a lot of people the last couple of days since Sunday when they lost were kind of talking about, same old Cavs, all this BS. But I kind of think it was more of what someone might call like a schedule loss. Because if you look at it, they had a back-to-back Friday and Saturday, or Thursday, Friday. And then
3 and 4 days, yeah.
Third game in 4 days.
All 3 different cities, yeah.
3 different cities. And it was like a noon kickoff, or noon tip-off, I should say, in Oklahoma City. So, I don't know. I kind of think it was more – I don't think people should overreact to such a loss.
Well, my point is did you watch the entire game, Martin? Like from tip?
Yeah.
So the first –
they played so bad.
What would I say? The first 9 minutes – they had 5 points, 10 turnovers.
Yeah.
I mean, they just got in such a massive hole, but they came back. I wouldn't say that same Cavs. I mean, you exhaust so much energy coming back down, 20
I mean, I would say,
points?
since last year, that was the 4th. Richard Jefferson said that would have been the 14th win where they were down double digits this year. They had the game where they were in a worse hole last year against the Celtics. I would say that there is a history of this happening. And fighting back. I'm a little concerned because I don't think we're at this level. We're not a championship contender. We might be a contender to make the championship,
I
but
think
any team coming out of the West is going to be a minus 600 favorite to win.
But I think the stars could align because I can't remember when we talked about it. It might have been on our show on YouTube. Check that out. But
Solid, you know.
Thanks.
Sure, man.
but
I didn't say anything. I don't know. You said Martin first.
but they you know, the West will just beat up the beat that I'm turning fucking Martin.
Jeez.
The West will
Holy
beat
shit,
up on
guys.
each other. I mean, they're going to be grinded out series. They all go 6 or 7 games. I mean, the Cavs, not even just the Cavs, whoever comes out of the East could coast. I mean, look what Indy did last year. They took it to 7 because they essentially coasted all the way to the finals. So, and the Thunder had some tough tests. So, you know, they say anything can happen in a game 7. If you coast and you get some time and you get to a game 7, we all know.
My thing is, we're not getting to a game 7 against any team in the West.
I'm not sold on that. I don't think so. I think any team that comes out of the West, it could go 7. The team that I'm scared the most of is the Spurs.
That's crazy. It should be the Thunder. We match up better against the Spurs.
I think the Spurs beat them.
I think we match up better against the Spurs than we do the Thunder.
I know you had told me that, I think, the other day.
Yeah.
I mean, I
would most want to, as crazy as it is, because Jokic is the best player in the league, I would most want to see the Nuggets. Because Jared Allen plays better. Of all the top big men in the league, Jared Allen plays the best against Jokic. And Jokic gets shut down as close to Jokic is able to get shut down by Jared Allen almost more than anybody in the league. Yeah. Jared Allen plays great defense against him. And let me
ask him a question.
My thing, though, is with this, we were talking about this the other day. I heard this on a podcast, and it was a really good point. It was trading for James Harden was not a scheme fix. It was an availability fix. So we still have a similar team setup that we did with Darius, being a point guard that can score at any level while being an elite playmaker in James Harden, and Darius, when he's at his best, is a great 2 borderline elite playmaker. But so, I mean, the James Harden trade wasn't to change anything about the scheme or the system or anything like that. It was simply a fix of availability. And so the questions we still had about beating the best teams in the NBA, we are still going to have those questions with James Harden. And that game, I think, showed that.
So let me ask you a question real quick, Martin. Why do you think the Cavs match up better against the Spurs and the Nuggets versus an OKC?
So I think part of it is what I was saying with Jared Allen playing. He plays well offensively against Jokic because Jokic, I mean, the advanced metrics might point a little bit, but if you watch any of the games, he's not good defensive.
He's not a great defensive center.
Yeah. So Jared Allen can get a little bit going a little bit. And the offense, you can look at every number you want, you can watch the games. The offense is better when Jared Allen is involved. Same with Evan Mobley. When they get touches, they're better.
Ooh, shit.
What's going on?
What? Uh-oh.
Somebody got pulled over. Sorry, I'm like a dog.
Yeah, oh man, never mind.
But I mean, the numbers back it out. When the big men do get involved offensively,
Middle of
they
the
are
show,
better.
man.
I know.
Right.
But I think also it's tough because the 2 big lineup for OKC does kind of neutralize us a little bit because they can match our 2 bigs, and they're both similar. Like Chet and Evan are similar players in that I mean, the difference could be that Chet shoots the ball a little bit better and a little bit more refined offensively. But like they're both very good defensive players that can move
Mm-hmm.
and can facilitate, dribble, shoot. So it kind of takes the edge we have with Ev out a little bit. And then Hartenstein is one of the best offensive rebounding bigs in the NBA. And
Which
that's
the Cavs they had trouble against OKC on
Yeah.
Sunday just with basically just their defensive rebounding.
yes, yeah. And that's what has been I mean, when we got embarrassed in New York, it was because Hartenstein and Mitchell Robinson were eating our lunch. You know,
Well, the lights were too bright.
yeah, they were eating our lunch, both of them. And Hartenstein is he's up there with. I mean, he's not quite Steven Adams because Steven Adams is maybe the greatest offensive rebounder in NBA history. But he's up there with Mitchell Robinson, right below Steven Adams of offensive rebounders.
Gotcha. So to your point, I mean, also like I wouldn't want to see OKC in a potential NBA final matchup. I think to what you said, like the Spurs Nuggets, I think are more favorable matchups. Also, it'll be interesting because I think the Spurs are 4-1 against the Thunder this year.
Which
I think-
that's
so that's going to be
what I'm
huge if
saying.
they're the number 1 and 2 seed as of right now.
but
right?
here, yes,
So they could.
the Spurs are knocking on the door. I think last I saw, I think they were a game and a half, 2.5 back, something like that.
So I'll look at the standings real quick. So
But for me, like it's the Spurs because you basically have to neutralize JA because of Wemby. He can't guard the perimeter. If Wemby decides he wants to have a shooting night, you got to take Jared out,
That's not true.
and you can guard him with Mobley. But then at that point,
But that's also not true. Jared could defend Wemby on the perimeter. He defends Jokic on the perimeter. No, that's not true. He can defend the perimeter. He can defend a big on the perimeter. And he's one of the better big men. He's one of the better centers in the NBA on a switching defense. He's not as good as Chet or Wemby or Evan, but he's one of the better centers on switching to the perimeter.
but
So saying that he can't defend the perimeter is not true.
I'd say he can't defend the perimeter. It would just be a challenge for someone like Wemby. Because Wemby's he's called the alien for a reason. There's literally nobody like him.
Sure.
So
But
but even when JA's going down on the offensive side of things into the paint, dude's got a fucking 8-foot wingspan.
Yeah.
You can't do shit down there. You're gonna have to be more of a shooting team, which then neutralizes JA. I'm not saying that the Cavs couldn't beat the Spurs. I just think they're the worst matchup out of all
That's
of them.
crazy.
I understand what both of you are saying about the Thunder. I truly understand. And again, I think the Thunder are the second best team in the West. But I think if
who's number 1? Spurs.
well, they're 1 and 2, yes. But like when De'Aaron Fox is clicking, he's tough to cover. He's also great on defense. They got Stephon Castle put up a fucking 42-point triple-double the other night. Like the Spurs are a lot more loaded than people realize they are. And obviously they go as Wemby goes, right? But again, I mean, granted, the Lakers don't really have much of a big guy rotation, but I mean, Wemby put what up? 20, 25, 26 points a couple weeks ago in the first quarter.
Yeah.
If
Wemby
wants to do that, he can.
I mean,
against
DeAndre Ayton, sure.
Well, but we're Chet,
Yeah.
But not against the defensive player of the year and a all defensive center.
right. I mean, I'm not discrediting what you were saying about OKC.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I think the Spurs start their new dynasty run in the next 2 to 3 years.
Yes, 100%. But I'm saying
But it could start this year.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I would rather see them in the finals than OKC.
It'd be interesting because I wonder, Martin, I think you might agree with this a little bit, but comparison I would have is like a player like Giannis struggles against the Cavs.
Yeah.
And I think the Cavs can deploy a similar defensive game plan, if you will, against a Wemby. Because I mean, sure, like De'Aaron Fox.
The biggest difference is Wemby's a way better 3-point shooter.
I was about to say
But
outside the paint, Giannis is worthless on offense.
except for passing.
It's not.
Well,
it's not the.
Shooting.
It's not the.
He's shooting.
It's
So
a
I mean, it's not
decent
the-
comparison for
Yeah,
me.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
But you know,
I get what you're saying, and I think that they could because again, I think JA is actually one of the better perimeter defenders against another big in the NBA, which is why Jokic has so much, has struggled so much, relatively speaking.
Yeah.
Because I mean, he's still put up, I think, a triple double.
But even if
even
that,
with, even with like playing good defense against him, but you neutralize him as much as you can. And my thing is I don't like with JA. I don't like if you play against the Spurs, you're not sitting JA. Just like he's not getting like neutralized.
he's
I
getting
mean,
less minutes.
I disagree because you're already in the playoffs. You're already going to see, and you're seeing it now, and you're going to continue to see it. You're getting a hard split of minutes with Harden and JA probably, and Don and Ev. And so the only time you're going to see the two bigs together on the floor really are at the start of the game and the end of the game, and maybe before half. And that like, but because when you have in that, but with the same token though, who are you going to put in at the four? Because Dean Wade is one of the least gravitated to players on the perimeter. We don't have a big that has people suck people out of the middle. Pause. That get people out of like the middle. That's why OKC was playing so well because Dean Wade was playing a lot at the 3 and at the 4, but they don't respect Dean Wade as a 3-point shooter. Nobody does, which is what you get more help defense off him than the vast majority. I heard the stat the other day. I can't remember what it is, but like he is in probably the bottom quarter of people that get respected at the 3-point line. Even though he is a legitimate 3-point shooter, he's just not respected as
He's streaky.
I mean, also, they could just go pretty small. So maybe Jalen Tyson at the 4, and then bring in Struce Merrill at the 3, and then you have Harden and Don, and then just switch out Mobley and Allen.
Ellis. Well, and Ellis too.
Yeah.
Ellis gets respected out there, but some.
Yeah.
But I don't think you're gonna like if you're playing against Wemby, you're not gonna not play Jared Allen. You're playing Jared Allen more than most. Like he's not losing minutes against Wemby.
I wasn't saying that you bench him.
No, but I'm saying he's not gonna play.
But
less.
okay, so even if he does play well against them, they're going to run pick and rolls they're going to run picks where Allen goes off of him.
No, he'd probably drop coverage.
I mean, you're going to have to play a zone at that point.
No. If you drop coverage, that doesn't mean it's down.
It just leaves too many other things open if it's not a zone.
Not necessarily.
I get what you're saying, but
The Bucks won a championship with this. With the drop coverage, pick and roll.
because all they had to do was cover Book.
I mean, that's oversimplification. That was a great supporting cast for the Suns.
Did you just dog DeAndre Ayton? Who was on that team?
Cam Thomas. DeAndre Ayton sure was.
Chris Paul?
But
Yeah, Chris Paul was on the team.
yeah, Chris Paul, Cam Thomas, I believe.
Jay Crowder?
Jay Crowder.
So I don't know if that's a great
Yeah,
supporting
I don't. You're naming role players.
Yes, and I'm saying for role players, they played great.
Not in the finals, they didn't.
All right, dude. That's crazy.
I don't know if I'm throwing out the word great for that supporting cast. I'm just saying.
It's a supporting cast. That's like us being delusional and saying that Pavlovich, Larry Hughes, Drew Gooden,
I mean-
Anderson were the greatest supporting cast of all time.
Comparing those two is wild.
I mean, I'm being dramatic with that
the Suns
comparison, but yeah.
Yeah, so exactly. So it's not a fair comparison. So what you bringing up doesn't make sense.
I was-
Just like you saying, though, you had to go to a zone defense if you're playing drop coverage. Drop coverage is one of the most consistent defenses
I'm
with
done.
the 5.
I'm done with this conversation. Move on.
All right.
All right, let's move on. You want to talk a little bit of baseball?
Sure.
What did you make of the Rhys Hoskins signing for the Guardians?
Random. The spot that they pretty much have solidified, they go and get. I mean, obviously, best name left on the market, in my opinion. Had an okay year with the Brewers last year. Had some power numbers, but I mean, not too much outside of that. But I mean, he was more than I would put him. I don't this whole great thing. You're in my head now. I wouldn't say he was great with the Phillies, but I mean, like he was very important to them.
Very serviceable.
Yeah, and he tore his ACL in spring training. They moved Bryce to first, and they were just like, I mean, Bryce is kind of our first baseman now. So
yeah, and then they have Schwarber as DH.
Schwarber is DH. He had nowhere to go. He can play. I could be mistaken with this, but I think he can play a little bit of third. But they had
Schwarber or Hoskins.
Hoskins.
Okay.
But I mean, they had Alec Boehm there.
Yeah.
And obviously, third base is locked down for a century. I think we might even trot out the corpse of Jose Ramirez if he's still willing to play in 50 years. But no, it's a good signing. I mean, the Guardians really lack pop in that lineup, and he gives you a little bit of pop. He gives you above average pop. Let me change that. But his glove is But I mean, again, you got Manzardo there.
What I was going to say, so I mean, is Manzardo more or less your everyday first baseman?
I would think so.
If DeLauder makes the team, is he right field?
That'd be my guess.
And then Hoskins, if he makes the team, he's DH.
I mean, Manzardo can technically, and I use the word technically very loosely, play the corner outfield. It's not great out there, but if they're in a pinch, he could do it. But yeah, I mean, I would, or maybe you give Manzardo a break against lefties, or like he is your D, or one of them. They just rotate positions between first base and DH. I don't know exactly what they got.
Yeah, because
the plan is. But.
David Fry's going to be back, so I don't know if he's going to be DH/catcher. When I think Hedges would be the other catcher.
Bo Naylor.
And Bo Naylor. So I didn't. Yeah, what are they going to do with all that? That's pretty.
I mean, if you want to get technical,
I forgot about Bo Naylor.
If you take just Canada catching L's left and right, but if he's Canadian, so if you yeah, I mean, and that's not even like a great catcher by committee, because I mean, none of the guys you meant. I mean, David Fry had his one magical season. I don't want to discredit that, but has he done it before and after? I mean, granted, he was hurt last year. He got hit in the face by Skubal, but he was hitting in the low 200s.
Was it last year that he got drilled?
Yeah.
Or was that 2 years ago?
It was last year. And then 2 years ago, he made his All-Star team, but he had a crazy first half and then really cooled off in the second half.
That's okay.
But he's technically, by term, a utility guy. He can play the corners. He can play catcher, technically. I mean, you don't want him to, but if you have to, he has to.
Yeah. He can also play first.
Right. That's what I'm saying. He can play some third. I think he can play some corner outfield, too. I'm not sure about that. But it's, I wouldn't really count David. I think David Fry's going to be.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry.
I don't think David Fry's really a piece for this team. I think he's like a plug and play when you need a body, but I wouldn't say he's. But I think you're going to rotate Manzardo. I mean,
he had one of the big hits though against the Yankees, right?
Fry?
Yeah.
No, it's the Tigers.
It's against Tigers.
Or Tigers, yeah.
He hit the homer in Game 5. Yeah. But again, like I said, I'm not discrediting him.
No, I was just trying to make sure I was thinking the right guy.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't playing catcher then.
He dabbled. I think he caught like 5 games maybe at catcher.
He played
a little bit.
Mostly outfield, I thought.
He was playing first.
Who was
first or DH?
So who's the center fielder that put
Lane Thomas for
I think maybe
Lane Thomas hit the grand slam.
Yeah, I think that might be. Okay.
Yeah.
Lane Thomas for most of center field last year. Quan's obviously in left, and then right field.
Lane Thomas, I think, is who I was thinking of.
Right field, it was
Noel and shit. Who's the other right fielder? It was Noel and
Nolan
Jones.
Nolan Jones.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, Nolan Jones is still on the roster, so is he going to be center? Is he going to be left? And then I heard maybe they moved Quan to center for a little bit.
I heard they moved him out to LA.
I mean, we might only have half a year of Quan, if we're just being realistic about it. I mean, obviously, if they're in the race, they're not going to move him. But if they get off to a slow start and they're 7 to 10 back. I mean, maybe not because of last year. Maybe they won't move him.
Yeah.
But I mean, I
That's
was
exactly what happened last year. Yeah.
I was shocked they did not move him at the trade deadline this year. Honestly.
They
Which honestly, good thing they didn't.
didn't get a good enough offer.
Well, they were asking the world.
Yeah,
Which I mean, super understandable, yeah. But like they were asking what the A's got for Mason Miller, and I think Stephen Kwan is more important than Mason Miller, in my opinion.
Yeah. Which where did Mason Miller move?
San Diego,
Okay.
because they were asking for DeVries, who
San
was like
Diego.
the number 2, number 3 prospect in all of baseball. Might have been number 1 at the time.
Yeah.
And I forgot the other guy they got, but like the guards were asking for like 3 like top 40 prospects for Kwan. And I think Mason Miller left for it was DeVries for sure, and then I can't remember who else. But
A couple other players,
Yeah.
I'm sure. But yeah. No, I mean it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, spring training started last.
did they win today? Because if they did, they're still undefeated.
No, they were.
I know they
were
played.
getting
I know they
killed.
played the Dodgers.
They were getting killed like 11-3 at one point.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah,
saw that they were up 2-0, and then Bazana hit a home run,
Yeah, and
and then they just got railed after that.
it was 11-3 final.
Gotcha.
the guys that'll be playing in Akron this year came in. Is probably what
Pretty much.
happened.
Oh yeah, Dana, do you have anything else baseball related you'd like to?
How can I ask you a question as a baseball guy?
Yeah.
How hard is it for a pitcher for a hitter for that guard's pitcher
Bro.
that switches
Did
up
you
from
hear-
overhand to submarine?
Did you hear the soundbite between Rosie and Hamilton and Hammy?
I did, yeah.
I listened to some of it. Yeah,
It's like, what do you do? How do you do this? Ask for help. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, that's really what it is.
Like-
but like,
because even like trying to get a rhythm on a submarine arm when you're used to seeing up top has to be hard. So then
it's a little more difficult, yeah. But typically,
in between, like you see 1 or 2, you kind of can catch.
well,
it
typically
release point, but-
submarine guys don't throw. They'll like top out at 90 to 92 at
Okay.
best, and that's why they throw that
Yeah,
way.
so that way it's harder to see it. So
Exactly. So like
But-
Taylor Rogers for he's with who did he just sign with? The Mets, maybe? But he's a submarine guy, and I mean he throws high 80s.
Yeah, and it's just he submarines it, so it's harder to
Exactly.
see. It's harder to
Exactly.
But-
So
in between pitches, you have to go from looking at this to this to this.
That's-
like
that's crazy. I'm curious to see. There's a guy that was drafted. I can't remember if it was this last draft or 2 drafts ago. But he's an ambidextrous pitcher.
oh, I saw that where he
in the Seattle.
he made a
He has a
he has-
six-finger
Yeah,
glove,
he has
so-
special gloves, so that way he can switch it off.
I'm interested to see how that translates because. So how does that work? Who has to if you're facing a switch hitter? Who has to declare first? Is it the pitcher? I don't think this has ever been like a real thing. Like, is this a rule? Is this a real? You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean. I'm not terribly sure either way, but
But I'm interested when he comes up.
I think one of
he
them
was a
probably
first-round
has
pick.
to. They probably have to flip a coin.
There's
They
gonna
do rock paper scissors to see.
it's probably going to be the pitcher, just because the pitcher has quote unquote all of the advantages.
Except-
I disagree.
They're not allowed to use sticky stuff anymore.
That's what I'm saying. I disagree that the pitcher has the most advantage, but I'm in the minority. But no, real quick, I did want to
Yeah.
say something about what Bryce Harper said today.
Yeah.
About how someone asked him if you think they'll start the next season on time, and didn't even skip a beat or even think about it. Said no. I think this lockout is real. I think it's going to be very long. I would not be surprised if there is 0 baseball in 2027.
Zero baseball.
0 baseball. It's not, they're not even in the same solar system.
I know it's bad. I didn't know it was.
Like, it's not like someone's on Mars and someone's on Earth. They're
Yeah.
galaxies away.
well, what's been the main point of contention between the?
Salary cap.
The biggest thing,
Between the
salary
union,
cap, yeah. So the
like that. I knew that.
Passon said a couple weeks ago that the owners are ready to quote.
Do you like that?
Passon said that they're ready. The owners are ready to quote burn the house down.
Yeah.
For a salary cap, which
And why would the players ever agree to that?
exactly. So like
if you could make $1 billion, Like if the top guy can make $1 million, that means the rest of like all right. So then we're giving role players hundreds of millions of dollars. Like,
But here's
why,
the thing.
why would we agree to a salary cap to where that lowers it?
In my opinion, I think that if the Dodgers do not win the last 2 World Series, I think it's less of an issue.
Yeah.
Because they're buying everybody now. But the Yankees used to do it. But the Yankees wouldn't win every year. I mean, they had their three-peat. 99 to 01, I think.
Yeah, but who cares about that? That was so long ago.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. They were the last repeat champion until this year. There's competitive balance. So the owners using the competitive balance argument is bullshit. But, it's like, I agree that there should be a floor.
That you had to spend a certain amount.
Yes, I don't think there should be a cap. Because, again, like you said, why would anyone that's not the guys signing the checks want that?
Yeah.
But, like, you got the Dodgers don't give a shit. They're just deferring all the money until I'm assuming he just sells the team and is like, we're good. I mean, he did just buy it. But
well, no, consortium bought it.
But
I don't know who the main. Go ahead, I'll look this up.
But yeah, but like Steve Cohen has zero problem spending money. It's the people at the bottom, the people that pretend that they don't have money but do. Not calling anybody out specifically.
You're calling the Dolans out,
but but so I'm interested. Like
Sam Merrill has 0 threes. So
David Blitzer.
Yeah.
Right. When he comes in, what's his feeling on it? When he's majority. So
you can see that.
Mark Walter, yeah, who just bought
he's
the Lakers.
He's the chairman.
He just bought the Lakers.
But no,
too.
that group bought the Lakers too.
Also, Chalo just chimed in.
Yeah. No, I saw it.
Okay.
Read the comment.
Yeah, might be a little bit off topic. When you read that next part, just so he doesn't get in trouble. Did you guys see the Cavs strip tonight? Jersey and court looks good. Orange, in the orange they had going on.
Yeah, the old throwback orange.
Yeah,
I'm not a fan.
He hates it.
I can't stand it.
Which is crazy because you don't like good jerseys.
But you like bad jerseys?
Yeah, like you like bad jerseys. I feel
what's good about those jerseys?
What's good about the highlighter Seattle jerseys?
They're neon green, bro.
These are neon orange.
Name me another neon green jersey.
Name me another neon orange jersey.
I'm sure there's one. Give me a minute.
All right.
But,
OKC.
A neon orange?
OKC did a neon orange. Post Durant.
Fucking Charlotte. When we played Charlotte, they have the same goddamn color scheme as that.
Also, I mean, post Durant, Westbrook with
the Suns have an orange jersey.
They're not neon.
The Syracuse orange.
Yeah, that's not neon. Okay, the Packers have a green jersey.
Not talking that.
Yeah, it's not neon green, but they could.
In my opinion, and I know that I am in the heavy minority in this one, the last good Cavs City Connect jersey was the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame one when they had when they had Cleveland spelled out with all of the band names that are in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Last year was the blue one, right?
But
yes.
Last year was good.
Was the Rock and Roll one the all white?
No, black.
No, it was black.
All black.
With like the wine and yellow trim. It wasn't even gold, it was like wine. Just look up ransom letter Cavs jersey. It'll come up.
Yeah.
Ransom letter?
It looks like a ransom letter.
Ransom. Google them as you said. Ransom letter Cavs jersey. Oops.
But like those are that's one of my favorite throwbacks of all time.
Oh, that.
Yeah.
You have such bad taste.
Yeah, I like the a couple years ago where it was the white with the light blue.
Oh
trim.
God, no.
Maybe I think.
This whole Metro, they need to cut this whole Metro Park stuff.
Why do you hate Metro Park?
Yeah. They're highlighting. You realize the City Connect jerseys are to highlight parts of the city, and the Metro Park is one of the biggest parts of the city, right? Like,
why do you hate nature?
Ohio puts more money into the nature than any other state in the United States.
Yeah,
you know that, right?
Idiot.
So I mean, this is one of the biggest parts of the city. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they can make good jerseys.
What about the the Cavalier jersey?
Okay,
so those ones were cool.
Those were okay.
Were they
okay?
They
were okay.
The 70s Cavs?
God, where they
The
did
logo
where
in
they
the
had
middle of the
where
stomach
they had
is weird to me.
well, they had logos of every. They had logos of
Oh.
It
every.
was the year we made the plan.
It was logos of
I know what you're
every.
talking about.
Yeah.
It was every logo represented on the jersey. So they had like the
No,
C,
it was just the original
no on the
Cavalier.
uniform because they had that. Then they had the C on the knee from LeBron's first time here, and they had something from every era's
Era.
uniform.
I don't remember that because
Yeah.
they didn't have the net,
Maybe not, every
which
era,
is still
but-
my favorite.
which is
logo of
crazy,
jersey.
dude. You're retarded. I hate saying that.
the
You're
bla-
dumb.
Like
My
the
apologies.
black, blue, and orange.
Yeah, that's my favorite color
You're
scheme.
so stupid.
Dude,
I love
those-
you, Dano.
Dude, those black jerseys with the baby blue trim were elite.
You're a moron. They're just. It's also my thing is with that. That logo's the dumbest logo because it's just the sport, and that would be like,
There's a whole ass team named after an object of the fucking sport.
yeah, and they're dumb. The fuck, yeah. I'm not arguing that. They're dumb. You did. Yeah, I don't
Oh,
think you did
boy.
not help your case with me there. I would agree. I would stay consistent and say, yeah, that's a dumb nickname for a team.
There's also a team named after a unit of temperature, kind of. Not a unit of temperature, but
Talking about a NBA team,
yeah,
Clippers.
the Heat.
All right,
What the fuck's a Clipper?
that's
It's a ship.
Oh, that's dumb.
Originally the San Diego Clippers, which made way more sense.
Fair enough.
Kind of like how the Utah Jazz made a lot
was-
more sense in New Orleans.
I was just about to say that.
Yeah, but then they were the Buffalo Clippers, and that didn't make as much sense.
They were different. I thought were they the Clippers in
I
Buffalo?
thought they were.
I thought they had a different name. It doesn't matter. Carry on.
Anywho, that's all I have. Do you guys have anything else?
In general,
Have we done a starting five draft with jerseys?
no, we haven't.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Figure out.
I wouldn't have to worry about you guys taking any of the ones I would.
Yeah,
I'll have to
Dan
fi-
would lose. So let's not have Dan on this one. Let's
Okay.
just have it be me and you.
Sounds good. Yeah, we'll figure that out. I'll figure out. I'll
Red
figure
City
out
Connect 1-1.
Reds regular, Reds home, Reds away, Reds alternate, Red City to connect it,
Yeah.
in the highlighter Seattle jersey.
Yeah, that's probably your five, and then maybe a
Honorable mention: the Dirty Birds.
honorable
Out of
mention,
the seven,
Falcons.
the red Falcons in the 70s and 80s was pretty with the gray trousers.
What the?
Gray.
You're saying trousers?
That's what they're
Gray.
technically called.
No, they're not.
God,
They're called pants.
Listen to the start of a game being called on the radio. They say so and so.
Yeah, dude. Well, I'm not listening to this fucking radio. I'm not 80 years old.
Some of us have to
You'll-
work on
you'll like that
Sundays,
last
Martin.
comment.
Boy,
Th- Thank you, Haley. Yeah. I mean, why? I'm not going to go any further. But your choices are kind of terrible, though.
No, I mean I get
Let's
it.
just change the name to Even in Cleveland. Dan, go fuck himself. How about that?
All
We'll just
right.
go with that.
That's cool.
I mean, that's
No, but I mean, honestly, I'm just busting your balls. I get they do call it that on the radio. I do get it, but
You know,
it was just funny.
well, actually, you know what's funny? I was watching our one draft before I got here that we posted on YouTube.
Check it out.
I can't remember what I said, but I said it, and you said, "Dude, what are?"
What's
Oh, I said, "Oh, we were." I took the not to give anything away, but my second pick was an article of clothing, and I called it a garment. And you're like, "What are you fucking 100?"
oh for the
The
game day
essential
draft,
Yes. Ooh, Haley, that's a decent name for the show too.
I hate all of you.
This is roast. This is the roast of.
God,
Dan.
I mean, we just need the fucking
It'd be better if
bring
Haley
it
was
home,
here in
Martin. Come
studio.
on.
It'd be better if Haley was in studio for all this.
Yeah. Roasted Dan.
Remember, folks, always tip your bartenders and servers. And when you see these two assholes out in public, do not buy them a shot.
No, do it.
Buy
do
me
it.
one
Whoa!
because fuck them.
If you want to fuck us, that's fine too. We don't need a shot then. You might. Anyways, that's how you close out a show.
Well, they'll
boys.
need the shots to fuck you guys. But
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh,
Yeah.
boy. All right, guys. That was That was great. Anywho, thank you all who watched, commented. Appreciate all of you guys. We to close out the show, of course, we will be back at the MAC tournament this year. Excited about that. And then also we are on YouTube, so check us out at Even Cleveland We Know Sports, our YouTube channel. Give us a like and subscribe. We do have a couple specific videos up there. We did have a couple starting 5 drafts that we've done, recorded and posted on there as well. So check those out. And we should have a couple more starting 5 drafts coming up here soon, I believe, as well. So, and then we'll have plenty of content from the MAC tournament that we will have on our Facebook channel and our YouTube channel as well. So thank you to everyone, and we will see you next time.